this is very sectarian. You're dividing the ummah, you're causing
Mm,
more division, things like that.
mm,
What's your response to people who say you shouldn't talk because you're causing more division within the ummah? You're causing more of a
mm.
separation. You
So,
should unite or whatever.
yeah. See, the issue that I have with that statement or that, understanding, so it's not sectarianism talking about these things because you'll be surprised at the amount of Sunnis that message me on a daily basis on TikTok and they say, that topic of the Prophet being literate
Mm.
and you defended his honor against his illiteracy. I, as a Sunni, was raised to believe that the Prophet was illiterate, but in my mind, this didn't fit. I used to always be like, yeah, but the greatest man, of creation, the greatest of creation, illiterate? Like, don't you think that's an insult? So it's not sectarianism because they're being educated by, I've got literally hundreds of messages of people saying, you've opened my eyes on this. I've got Sunnis messaging me saying, we've stopped washing our feet in ablution because of your video. I've had Sunnis message me saying we started to pray with our hands open and end with the three takbir as opposed to looking left and right based on the evidences that you showed in your video. I've had, people come to me and say that these topics that you're discussing, thank you for discussing them because these were questions in our mind. So it's not sectarianism. But then you look at the Ahlul Bayt, okay? If you believe that speaking about certain things is sectarian and it causes division and it causes hate, then why would the Ahlul Bayt do it? Why was Imam Sadiq alayhi salam and Imam Baqir alayhi salam educating people about what happened within the first three khulafa and their rule, right? Why did Imam Baqir alayhi salam give us Ziyarat-e-Ashura? Ziyarat-e-Ashura is literally asking Allah to curse or remove his mercy from certain individuals, and then he names them. He doesn't hide and do taqiyya or say, I'm not going to name them. Some names he gives, some names he doesn't. So, for example, he says, Allahumma lan awwala dhalimin dhalama haqqa Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad. We know that's Abu Bakr, but he didn't give the name. However, he says, Allahumma lan Aba Sufyan wa Muawiyah wa Yazid ibn Muawiyah. These three have been named. Is the Imam a sectarian person? Is he causing division in the religion? No, right? The Imams after Imam al-Hussein alayhi salam spoke about the attack of Az-Zahra salamullahi alayha. They spoke about how their grandmother was attacked and how she was injured and how she's a shaheeda and a madluma. Was the Imams causing sectarianism there? These hadiths, for example, Imam Sadiq says, Aisha and Hafsa, Abu Bakr and Umar, these four got together and conspired and poisoned the Prophet. That's you can't get bigger than that. The four
Exactly.
most revered figures in Ahl Sunnah,
Hmm.
and Imam Sadiq Ahlul Bayt alayhi salam just said, these four unalived the Prophet.
Hmm.
Is that sectarianism? No.
Hmm.
I don't believe that speaking about these things is sectarian. However, there's a way of doing it, right? So even
Yeah.
you, when you make these videos, even you understand there's a way to do it, isn't it? You don't just
Yeah.
come in and start swearing and start abusing and start cursing. No, you come in, you mention your points, you bring your academic arguments forward, you bring the references forward, and then you say, do you know what? That's me done. I've explained to you the position. Now you can go ahead and do your own research. So
Mhm.
I don't believe speaking about these things is sectarian. No.